lot of people at home might be wondering why a talented professional like Paul Volpe would make a play like check calling the turn with ace high and then leading out on a river that doesn't improve his hand at all. They're probably especially confounded if they've been paying attention to the play of Joe Nguyen.
These guys will get the message soon. Quit trying to bluff this guy.
So why did Paul take such an unusual line against a sticky opponent? Let's break it down. We start with Paul raising ace-6 suited first to act, and Joe making the call on the button with queen-6. I don't mind playing queen-6 suited on the button, but Joe likes getting to the flop in position and has looser standards, a playing style Paul has witnessed leading up to the hand. So when the flop comes 3-10 queen rainbow, I'm not surprised he made a continuation bet. He knows Joe calls so often pre-flop that there's plenty of hands in his range that will fold immediately. The turn is where things get more confusing. The 7 of hearts doesn't help Paul's hand at all. So when Paul checks and Joe bets 1/3 pot for 150,000, Paul decides that the 4-to-1 odds are worth making the call for the times Joe is drawing with Jack-9, King-Jack, and 8-9, and then either bets too small on the wrong river or simply fails to follow through on his bluff. The river Jack of diamonds is an awkward card for Paul's plan. It means the hands in Joe's range he was hoping to catch bluffing have now made second pair. Since he knows he will almost never win the hand by checking, he instead leads out and makes his bet large enough to get a fold from some one-pair holdings. And while it's true that Joe is definitely the kind of player that looks for excuses to get to showdown,
Call. Good call.
but whether that makes the bluff and Paul's approach to the hand a mistake is hard to say. I like that Paul is always thinking of ways to win the hand, but if you're going to bully the table, try to avoid the players who won't back down.